Hello, hello, hello. So, I want to show you something that's similar to things we've seen before, I know, but this is the CBBE Nephilim shape, BD, that's Bad Dog, UUNP, Armor and Clothing Replacer. Now, this is a port that Morgan Helsing has done and shaped it to the Nephilim shape. And this is, the Nephilim shape is CBBE. So as far as I know, this is the CBBE version of this mod. If there is another CBBE version, then I've just forgotten about it. And it's okay. It doesn't really matter. This is what we're looking at. I was trying to do a bunch of Nephilim style mods, so this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Yes, this is it. Alright, so this mod, like I said, is for Morgan Helsing. It is a port, but a port with definitely some alterations to go with this body shape. It's almost 400 megabytes. It's under 392. There's not much in the description, but by this time we've seen so many of these, there's not that much to say. It's a skimpy armor and clothing replacer, and it's fitted to the Nephilim body shape. Let's see. Remember the UNP version? Yeah, for some reason, Morgan Helsing dropped their UNP version of this mod, which I know it was buried in work in progress, and I wish they had just brought it out of work in progress. It would have been fun, but they never did, and then I think they got rid of it, so I was disappointed in that. I liked their version a little better, and that's no offense to Wickwa. It's just Wickwa did some further steps to make sure, some further unnecessary steps to make it less skimpy, I'll say. Okay, alright, moving on though, that's another story. So for this mod, like I said, under 400 megabytes, still pretty big. It's going to be pretty skimpy. It's going to be fitted to the Nephilim body shape. And I think we're going to move over and go to see Faith. I've got her in a different place, but I've got Faith ready to show us these armors. So just stand by. Okay, so we're here, and this is Faith. This is the new Faith anyway. Now she's wearing something from a Terra mod, which we're going to do a separate show on. That is not the show for now, okay? So, matter of fact, let's scroll down, and no, let's not bother with that. Let's just go ahead and get her something different to show you. Okay? Now we're on top of the Mages College. This is just for fun, to give us somewhere different, and to give us some different sunlight. Let's brighten this up a little bit. I think it gives us better lighting. I think it'll be a little better for our show. What do you think? One more time? There we go. That looks more normal. Okay, so that let the sun get up high enough. So let's go with Azadal's armor here. Now I'm going to show you with the helmets, at least somewhat, but you don't have to use the helmet. But I'm going to show you with the helmet. I've decided I need to do that. I don't know why. Anyway, I don't think this is anything vastly different from the others. It's just shaped to, oh, this is the Alakir hood. I don't know if there's any change to that. I don't know that there's any drastic difference in what you've seen in the other BD UUNPs, but I do want to at least show you these and let you see for yourself what things look like. Now, I've always had problems with Ariel's crown causing a bald spot, and this is no different. So I would recommend, if you want to use this, don't use the crown. I don't know why it does that, but it does. It's still nice armor, though, and you can always use a circlet. It's not a big deal. So here's the banded armor. Let me get... Whoops. Sorry, hit the wrong thing there. Okay, there's the banded armor. And the boots and gloves you'll see down at the iron armor, because you know how that goes. This is the barkeeper's clothes. Now in the clothing area, you're going to see several of the same, and they're just different colors. Not drastically different. Somebody made fun of the way I say different, and you're right to do so because it is kind of funny. But, oh, I forgot to show the shoes. Woo! Woo! Oh, the heel was clipping through that one shoe. That's too bad. Anyway. But now we have the bear armor. Now the bear armor is very cool. It's almost always cool in almost every incarnation of it I have seen. I should probably have one of my guys use it sometime for fun. Oh, let's get rid of the boots and the bracers and the helmet, and we'll show you the belted tunic. Which, you know, a lot of the ladies will be wearing that this summer, and this winter, and this fall, and whatever. So here's just robes. Robes are pretty much always the same, aren't they? I mean, it doesn't make that much difference. The blacksmith garb, of course, with the BD UUNP, has the interesting back. Probably one of the best backs, but that's just my opinion. And then you have the other one, which is slightly different in color and still has the good back. And then you have the shoes. Oh, I forgot to show you the shoes. That was my fault. See the shoes? The shoes are cool. I don't think it really matters. I've tried to include a lot of things just for fun, just to try to do the show some justice and make it a little different, so it's not exactly the same thing all the time. So that's the blades. I do like this version of the blades armor. I think it's pretty nice. I mean, if you're doing a skimpy thing, you know. Now, if you're not doing skimpy, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so there's some blue robes. We can throw her some boots on real fast. They don't match the robes. Oh well. Nonetheless, the blue robes. The robes, once you've seen one of the robes, you've pretty much seen them all. Bone mold armor. Now, I think... Let's do the helmet. Oh, the helmet is a bad choice. Oh, well, see, there's something I hadn't seen. I haven't tested everything, so don't use the bone mold helmet, obviously. Interesting. There is some clipping into the floor. You'll see this. Now, you see this a lot, but, and I know modders like to say they can't do anything about it, but there are mods that don't do that, and when I do the Terra show, you'll see that some of those do, and some of those don't. And in these, I think most of these do clip. Pardon me. Had to wet my whistle a little bit there. So anyway, so that's the bone mold. Now there is a guard version here. I never like all the white clothy stuff because it really just ends up looking kind of diaperish. You know, it's just not me, just not for me. But I like the version of the bone mold, like this version, and the other version's pretty good. Definitely better than the vanilla. And then, like I said, you know, we were doing the boots, right? So I'll show you some different boots here. These are just different boots. I don't think these are really affected a lot by the mod, but you might as well at least see how they look and make sure that they don't go invisible or cause your feet to disappear, because we've seen weird things like that already. So I did do some extra things like this. Hold on, let's get rid of... They made the tavern boots taller. Let's get rid of this for a moment so you can see this. See? Now, really, she should be wearing... Hold on a second. Let's get rid of these gauntlets. Now, I'm going to do you... This is going to be a long... Just bear with me for a moment. We're going to scroll down to the tavern dress, okay? Alright. Okay, hopefully you don't mind. I skipped some of that for you. These are the new boots with the tavern dress. There is some clipping with this dress, especially in the derriere section. But those are the boots. I like the taller boots in a way. They, I don't know. I kind of like high boots or thigh boots sometimes. Not Not that it's a requirement or anything, not always, but sometimes it's fun. Alright, I never wear anything like that myself, so I can't really say much about it. Alright, so we're gonna scroll back up and continue on with the regular.
Affirmative. Moving up now.
Alright, so I tried to spare you some of that scrolling. Hopefully that was a good thing. So we're back up to the brown robes. And like I said before, if you've seen robes, you've seen basically all of them. They look surprisingly good with those boots, though. So I consider that a good thing. Then we had the chef's hat and the chef's tunic. And you know I had to do the hat just to be silly. I'm glad they didn't mess up the hat. And the tunic is basically the same as the bar keeper's tunic a lot. So here we're going to do the chitin. And now the chitin, it depends on you. The chitin to me, oh, okay, don't wear the chitin helmet. Is that the light or the heavy one? That is the light one. Okay, don't wear that. So there are some issues with this mod. It's not, you know, it's not work in progress, but it's not without its issues. So still, overall, these look very good. Now, I don't know, do we dare? Oh, this helmet works because it covers your whole head and it makes you a bug head, basically. But it does work and you get the whole effect here. And I think overall, they've done a good job with that. Oh, let's get rid of the boots and the gauntlets and that helmet. Alright, so clothes-wise, we're just looking at clothes. You're going to see this same basic outfit, just with some different variation in color. Like that. That's basically, it's very similar. This is a little different. Then there's this one. I don't know how much work it is to change all these. I imagine it's kind of a bit of a tedious job to go in and modify all these outfits. Of course, I'm just guessing. I haven't done it, so. But it seems to me like it would be. It would be kind of fun to go in and redo all the armors and clothes for the guys and the girls. That would be fun. Though it would take forever to do, I bet. Nonetheless, here's some, see now, here's the college boots, and they're more, you know, more thigh-high type of boots. Those are nice. And you notice they're flats, so they don't clip. And you know, if you can't get the, one thing I do say is that if you can't get the heels to work without clipping into the ground, just do flats and don't worry about it. I mean, because you don't, it's not necessary. Those look perfectly fine. Yes, I'm sure the heels add a little bit of sexiness or whatever, but they're not necessary. It's not absolutely necessary. Just trying to show you the different things here. I may not have a comment for everything, but we're just going to try to keep it rolling. I like some of the different outfit styles, you know, even though they're not drastically different. I've always liked the little cuff boots. I don't know why, but I do. Alright, now here we're going to do the cultist thing, and we're going to go complete with the mask. And that just looks freaky to me, but hey, you know, whatever works for you, that's what matters. Now we're going to do this. We're going to do this complete with the hood, which I normally don't do, but I think, I don't know, I think this hood looks pretty good. The outfit overall, this outfit, even in the vanilla, just kind of looks like a potato sack or something. Just looks kind of weird. I don't know why they didn't do a better job. This, everybody does this, and this is fine. This is a decent outfit. This could have been in the vanilla game, though. It's really not especially skimpy or anything, to my mind. That's not really even a complaint. It's just a fact. To me, it's a fact. Oh, do not use the Daedric helmet. It just made her hair disappear, and it's invisible. Okay. Now, this reminds me... this reminds me of the... Do you remember the show I did on the Amazing World of Bikini Armor, where some of the things were invisible? That's what this reminds me of. Now, I do have that in my load order. There could be some cross-contamination. At this point in time, I'm not going to worry about that. Just be aware that that could be an issue. Okay? And I will show you... Matter of fact, I will show you my load order later, where I have this and now I have that also in the load order, and you can see what I mean. This is a very nice version of the Daedric. I like this version. It's very good. I probably made too many trips around because I do like that version. Now the Dawnguard stuff. I like the Dawnguard stuff. And the helmet. Let's see if the helmet works. Yay! So I tend to like this version of the Dawnguard stuff. It's pretty cool. There's some different variations here. That's really just a color variation. I think you get the most differences when you go down to the light. I did do the shield by accident. I'm not going to do the shield though. We're going to do the light armor and the boots and the gauntlets and the light helmet, which is different. Okay, and then there's 3 versions of the light armor. This is the first one. And my eyes must be tired because they're playing, just making them strain here. Anyway, so there's this version, which is cool. That helmet's a little goofy, isn't it? But I mean, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's kind of funny looking to me. And then there's this version. And actually, you know, I should probably fool around. I kind of like this version in a way, except I don't like the shoulder because it's not symmetrical. Oh well, I can't have everything, can I? Anyway, so then we have the dragon plate, and you're going to recognize this general design because we have seen it before in general, and it looks good. Very good. Dragon scale. That looks good. Okay. Now here we had a bunch of Dunmer outfits appear. I don't know if they're going to be drastically different or not, but they appeared in the box of clothing in the cheat room. So I grabbed them and I thought we would take a look at them. So this is one Dunmer outfit. And this is a blue version of the same outfit. Nothing drastically different here. So I'm not going to spend too much time. This is a red version. Okay, so they're just different color variations. But that's nice. They have a hood on them, which I did not know. Oh, and this is hoodless. Oh, I wonder if these are going to be the same 3 without the hood being up. It looks like the hood is down. Yep, there's the blue one with the hood down, and this will probably be the red one with the hood down. Nice. Okay, well that gives you a different look. I don't know why we have the pants, or maybe that's supposed to be stockings. They don't look right, but that's just me. Oh, don't use the Dwarven helmet. Same disappearing issue. Like I said, it may be because I have both of those mods in this game at the same time. You know what? That's what I'm going to do real fast. Just to see if that is the case, I'm going to go and turn that mod off, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back for the moment of truth here. Whoops, hold on a second. Because I went and I disabled the bikini armor mod so that we could come in and take a look at this dwarven helmet and see if it's actually this mod that is probably... Yep. Okay, it seems that is not due to the other mod. It seems like this mod actually has some trouble with some helmets. So I wanted to see if that were the case. So there you go. There is some problem with some helmets, even the ebony helmet in this mod. However, the armors and gloves and all that appear to work fine, but the helmets appear to have some issues. Now, I turned off the bikini armor mod and I turned off the Terra mod just to be safe, because the Terra mod also has invisible helmets. So, but it appears to be in this mod. You know, in the past, I was doing these mod shows, and I was doing it with a very light load order, so I never had to worry about conflicts, you know. Now, I think I'm back to a point to where I need to go back to that, because some of these mods, I think they don't like each other all the time, or they have unintended consequences when you use them together, and it makes it harder to be sure we're just evaluating the mod that we really want to evaluate. So I'm probably going to go back to that. I will probably still work on some play through load orders and fun stuff like that. But I'm probably not going to do it in the same way. I think I do really need to take advantage of the fact that I have the Toaster's Xbox that I can use to show that. So this is an entirely different version of the Elven Light Armor. I think they totally removed the pants, basically. Interesting idea. That's really super skimpy like that. Here's some embellished robes for you, which will provide a little more clothing, I suppose. So I think those look fine. They really do these like this. These really end up being like painted on. These are the fine boots, by the way. I don't know if these really go with this necessarily. Matter of fact, let's back up one. Do those boots go with this? Okay, it's up to you. You can decide. I report, you decide. Something like that, right? Sorry, just being dumb. Anyway, let's see, arm guards. Can we even see those arm guards? No. I think these are added by something else anyway. I don't think they're even important. So, sorry about that. Let's just move on. We'll look at the fine clothes. Now, those boots look like they go with this. I can't decide if that's clipping or if they're supposed to be like that. The boots. Anyway, so this is the fine garments or clothes. Fine clothes. I apologize. I said it incorrectly. There's a gray version of this. For some reason, I like the gray version a little better. Yeah, maybe because it's grayish purple. I don't know. I kind of like it better. Depends on what you like. You'll have to tell me if this lighting didn't work for you. I thought this lighting would be kind of fun. That hat is and has always been atrocious, but it's an option. The fur boots and cloak, I thought that might go together. Now we got some glass armor and boots and gauntlets and helmet. Now, I wanted to see this right. They have recolored the glass armor except for the helmet. They did not change the green color on it. I'm not sure why that is. But you don't have to use the helmet. You can take the helmet off. But notice that color of green has been kind of whited out. I don't know how else to say it. It's just different. Again, with the different, right? Alright, so let's do some gloves and some robes. And we'll throw some boots on down here at the bottom. But This is not really anything significant. But the graybeard stuff, we do want to do that. Look at the hood and the robes. She doesn't have to wear the gloves, but she's got them on, and that's fine. You will recognize the Guildmaster garb, of course. You've seen this. Now here we have the Hammerfell Guard. Now, unfortunately, they didn't name these in such a way that you can see everything the way I would like, but this is the Hammerfell garb. I wish it did not have the cape. I really don't care anything about the cape, but it's there. Is there anything to do with it? No, it's just there. It's just a cape. All right. I thought it would have like the I Dream of Jeannie pants, but it doesn't. So, alright, so there's a helm. I don't know why I included that. I was probably just making stuff and going through rather quickly. So, probably just made it by accident. Anyway, so this is the hide. Okay, here's hooded black robes. Now, once you've seen one, you've pretty much seen them all as far as the hooded robes go. There's the blue, and the brown, and the green, and the gray, and then the red, which are really white with red. Though I do like that style of a red hood and a white robe. Then we have the Imperial armor, boots, bracers, and helmet. Ta-da! You don't have to use the helmet, but it is part of the outfit. How did they get them pasties to stay on the big testicles there? I do not know. Oh, here's the other Imperial helmet if you wanted to use that. That would be interesting. I will try to withhold further comments about large body parts. Anyway, I don't like that helmet. That is an awful helmet to go with this outfit. This outfit is great. A little clipping down on the calf, but still, this outfit is pretty good. So,
Good work, Marines.
okay, so let's see. Let's look at the bone mold. This is the improved bone mold. I don't know what's improved about it. It's not bad, though. It doesn't have the diaper or cloth stuff that I don't like. I'm afraid of the helmet, but let's try it. Yeah, don't use the helmet. So this mod definitely has some helmet issues. Not all of them, though. Some of them work perfectly fine. It's funny, you can see her makeup through the eye holes. That's funny. But not all of them have trouble. Just some. Okay, I made these crowns by accident. I don't know that they matter. Let's just move on. This is the Jester's outfit. Which I think the outfit is fine. The hat is a little questionable, but it's always going to be questionable to me. So. Okay, that helmet works. Not all helmets are bad. Alright, so mage hoods. You know, I did a few of these just to kind of show them. I don't think there's any difference. I don't even know if they were touched by the modder. They look fine. But you know, some of the helmets haven't been working, so there is that consideration. Oh, she's got the leather bracers on. Hold on. Let's take those off. That could be a confusing look for you. You get the idea. Let's take the hood off so you can just see just the outfit that we're looking for. I don't really think that matched so well anyway. And those boots don't matter. They're just the boots we have available right here. And that's the same. That's really the same robe, just different color. Merchant clothes. There's a couple of versions of this. Okay, wow. my movement was not correct. So I think I basically ended up clicking on the same thing, which did much of nothing. Oh, and the merchant's hat. I forgot. We could have been wearing this stylish hat all along. Woo! It's too bad they didn't think to make a version of that for a woman that would make sense, but whatever. So miner's clothes. Okay, miner's clothes is probably kind of dumb, but it's something that is used in the game, and you will see it. So I said, well, you know what? Let's just include it. The white one is really kind of raggedy and kind of risque, I would say, because it's really raggedy. The other one is better, but the white one is very interesting. So Mirax, it doesn't matter if you do the cloth or if you do the other. Oh my goodness, his mask makes your head disappear. Alright, this mod definitely has some odd issues. But the outfit itself is okay. I'm surprised at this with the helmets. This is just strange. So the Moth Priest robes, I thought they might be different. They're really not significantly different from the other robes. So my usual saying that if you've seen one, you've seen them all is correct. Oh, I forgot the sandals. Look at that. Ooh, sandals. Ooh. Actually, the sandals aren't bad. I'm just being stupid. So the mourner's clothes. If you're in mourning and yet you need sandals, we need the sandals. But Mythic Dawn. Now there's two versions of these robes, and I bet one is the hood we have here, which looks fine. This could have been in the vanilla game, practically. I mean, I don't see much difference. And then without the hood. Well, okay, maybe there's a little bit too much behind there, but you get the idea. This really isn't a bad outfit. It's like a one-piece bathing suit or something. I don't know if I'm supposed to be more prudish or not, but I'm just not. It's just the way it is. Necromancer robes. And not that everything has to be super skimpy either. It's just, you know. Sometimes it would be nice to have that option, though. Just to say, okay, I just want everything to be crazy, you know. Now this is the Nightingale. Oh, and they left the cape. I wish they had just removed the cape. I like the Nightingale better without the cape. I know the cape and the hood go together in the normal outfit, and if this was a vanilla outfit, I could see that. But for this version, it's like, you should really make it really short or just get rid of it altogether. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Don't get too excited. Okay, some noble clothes. These clothes are so noble. You must bow and worship the clothes. No, I'm just being silly. Nocturnals. Now this is Nocturnal's outfit, right? And this is a good version. I don't know that it's drastically different, but it's a good version. And the hat sometimes causes issues. Oh, they did the hat correctly. Well, okay. That's really super nice. Look at that, and you can kind of see it's kind of gauzy. You can kind of see through it. Okay, that is the best version, and I don't care if you say it's skimpy or not, and in a way it's not even that skimpy. This is the best version of this I've seen to date, I think. Very nice. The coloring, it's kind of gauzy. You can kind of see through it and kind of not. It's very nice, though. Just from a coloring, I love blue, and that's a very, very good blue. Wow, super nice. Okay. Just my opinion. This is the Nordic carved. hopefully the helmet will be okay. Yes, you need that helmet to be okay, because this armor really looks good with the helmet. And that's a good version of it. So then there's the orcish. How about the helmet? Oh, the helmet is okay. It's not anything great. Nothing to write home about, but it's okay. Alright, so that's alright. Alright, we got some pleated boots. I don't know what purpose that serves. Let's we'll take a look at those boots. Let's put the robes on for a moment. Okay, so those boots actually look okay with these robes. I know they're not supposed to go with it, but they do look okay. So let's go back though and look at the Sijic boots and gloves and the hood. And that looks pretty good. Pretty good, yep. Yep. Not bad. Okay, I included this stuff. Really just to be silly. But it was there and I'm like, oh. Okay, that was unexpected. Alright, sorry. I guess I shouldn't include stuff without knowing, but that's the problem with some... Do I dare? Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's okay. So what's going on? And then this is a different variation. Okay, so the other one was a bit more... Oh, wrong thing. Was a bit more risque. So if you saw that, then you saw more than I thought was there. So there you go. The red robes. Now this is the red guard stuff, which I thought was kind of fun. Again, I was expecting the kind of I Dream of Genie pantaloons, and you could get rid of the cape, but no pantaloons. I think those are anyway, I think it's kind of cool when you do that, but nonetheless. So the refined tunic, let me get rid of the hood, because the hood looks weird now. The boots don't matter so much. Well, I don't know if we'll have any more surprises. I know this is not a work in progress, and I didn't expect to see that. So if that's disturbing to you, then I'm sorry to have disturbed you, but you know, you need to know what's in the mod anyway. I mean, if you wanted to use it, and you know, if you're like me and you're doing videos and stuff, and I need to know if there's going to be something stupid in it that I need to avoid. A lot of times I find out the hard way, as you know, like there. And I'm probably just going to leave that. I'm probably just going to leave it and not worry about it. Well, we should all be adults here. It shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. Regular shoes. Some regular shoes here for you to look at. I don't know why we have shoes there, of all places, but there you go, just regular shoes. Okay, so here's the skull. Now there is an armored version of this that you can get too, but the appearance is the same. And looks pretty cool. And warm, not warm, interesting, I suppose, would be the better way to put it. See if this helmet works. Oh, that helmet works. That's kind of cool in its own way. I'm speaking of the helmet, but also the armor is good. I've seen, you know, we've seen a lot of this before. This is just fitted to the Nephilim body. That's the only real difference we're seeing. So, well, that's not true. Some of these have been modified differently. Some of these armors have been, and clothing has been a little different than we've seen before, such as the one with the boob hanging out. That was not something I had seen before. Anyway, so this is one version of the steel armor. I'm going to just throw these boots on. And do we want the? I don't. Do we want? Can we use those? I guess we can use those. Okay. Anyway, so this is one version of the steel armor. And then, let's go back. This is another version. And they did take the time to make both different from each other, so that's cool. The steel helmet, if you wanted to use this one, there is the horned helmet, which again, I don't know if they even bother with these helmets. Sometimes I think they change some of them, but some of them they just totally ignore and leave alone. I don't know why they do the gauntlets the way they do, but all the Imperial stuff really should be under Imperial, but they just didn't bother to do that correctly, in my opinion. So here we're going to have the plate armor, and the plate boots, and the plate gauntlets, and the helmet. Yes, okay. Now, what's really funny about this is that the plate has more cloth up top than any plate I've ever seen in my life. But if you'll notice, the bosom is actually more covered than normal too. So I don't know. All right, we'll move on before I say anything to get in trouble. Those are just shin boots. I don't think there's any difference with those. Now we're going to go storm cloak, and this is largely what most of your guards are going to look like. Okay. Now I have a issue with the Whiterun guards in that on their back they have a weird patch on their back that I don't understand, but you'll notice it's not present on this outfit. I didn't find all of the guard outfits to show you, so sorry about that. So that's the studded armor there. This is Terran dress robes. Okay, it is one of those. It's the same as the other mage's robe, but I wasn't sure. When I saw that, I thought, well, that's a unique outfit. I should check it out. This was the tavern clothes we looked at earlier. You might remember. If not, there you go. And this is Telvanni robes with Telvanni shoes. And wow, we're really getting risque with the top there again, aren't we? Okay, well, let's just move on. I won't belabor the point. We get the priesthood. Wait, we got two priesthoods? Temple priesthood. Is there any difference? I don't see any difference. Let's try it from the back. I don't know why there's two of them. I don't see any difference. Anyway, nonetheless, this outfit is something. I don't. When I say it like that, that's because I don't know what else to say. It's something. So this is the hooded robes for the Thalmor. There is a non-hooded version. I do like the way they do these. Ta-da! I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of an old evil sorceress type of outfit. Okay, so here's some Thieves Guild armor. This is the brown version with the hood. And I don't see anything especially risque about that. This is the dark version. These are nice versions, but I don't see anything especially. They don't seem really especially skimpy or anything compared to some of the other stuff. So here's the gray. Now the gray is slightly different in that it doesn't have the sleeves, and the hood looks different, but you know, largely it's the same, but it is styled slightly differently. Now here we have Ulfric's bracers and clothes. Now I did not get any boots for Ulfric. I don't know if he just uses normal boots or not, but this is what it looks like on the girls. And I'm not going to try it on the guys because it would look like it looks like on Ulfric, right? Right. And I missed Sheogorath's outfit, so normally I would show you that, but I missed it. So this is the Varina robes. Okay, that looks fine. And then I only did one version. Oh wait, hold on. I did the vampire stuff, but I only did the clothing version because it and the armored version are the same. So there's this second version. I mean, I'm glad they went to the trouble to make them significantly different, so you can kind of enjoy having an outfit that's slightly different. You know, I was going for the natural sunlight effect here, but actually in the back, sometimes this is a little too dark, isn't it? What time of day is it? Oh, it's getting in the evening time. Well, we might have to retire to the cheat room, but we're almost done. So now this is a vampire hood. This really goes with the vampire robes, which the boots and gloves don't necessarily really go with, but there you have it, nonetheless. And then this is the royal armor. I'm going to get rid of that. And I don't think this is terribly different from the armor versions we saw above. It's just that it's got a different name, so I pulled it out of the box in the cheat room just to be safe and just to make sure I showed you everything I could. And then we have the wedding dress and the sandals and the wreath. We need to get rid of those gauntlets because it looks weird with the gauntlets. Alright, so there you go. That is what it is. I have nothing else to say about that. It is what it is. And then here's the wolf armor, and I like this overall too. The helmet, I don't know. But anyway, oh, her hands just disappeared. Do you see that? So the wolf gauntlets, there's an issue with the wolf gauntlets. They make the hands disappear. If that happened previously and I didn't note it, let me know on any of the other armors. But definitely the wolf gauntlets make the hands disappear, so we won't wear those. And there's a little clipping on the bosom there, but not too much, and nothing's really showing, so that's okay. Alright, so is that everything? I think that's everything, yep. So that is everything. Out of all of this, do I even have a favorite? I don't even have a favorite. We just looked at so much stuff, my eyes are bleeding. Anyway, if you ever feel that way, it's perfectly understandable. Alright, so I'm going to go back and show you the mod.
Roger that. Make it quick.
Alright, so that has been the CBBE Nephilim Shape BD UUNP armor and clothing replacer. If you combine this and the Nephilim body, you're over 700 megabytes. So this is pretty big in and of itself, though it's not huge. I mean, I've seen larger, of course. But this is pretty big, and if you combine it with that body, it's quite huge. And then if you have to add in other textures and other things, it just becomes more and more. But if you like Skimpy and you like the Nephilim shape, this is a good armor choice. There does need to be some work with this from what we've seen. We've got some invisible helmets, some gauntlets that make your hands disappear, and there may have been some other things I missed, and there was definitely an issue or two that probably needs to be cleared up so that the mod doesn't disappear on everybody. Okay? Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.